All right. Fresh drink.
We hit the go live button.
I'm back. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait.
Welcome to the and Aaron Show presents the Red and the Blue Soccer Chat. Tonight, I think it's safe to say that we are mainly blue. Given the recent performances of our beloved teams. I think you have a special little sound for us that we're going to be playing a lot tonight on the sound bank, don't you, sir?
Just 1 second.
Oh, just 1 second. Okay.
Let's turn off the energy.
Wow. There we go.
We're brightened up and moving
right.
a little bit faster.
Excellent.
I think the performance mode has been optimized. But yes, I think we're going to hear an awful lot of...
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that very much. Yes, that very much so. And then, yeah. Oh, yeah. That sounds like the Chelsea attack after their recent red card. Yeah. Oh my God, guys. Welcome to the show. We're so glad anytime we get together and kind of talk footy football with you guys. But this is kind of unique. Man, this was harsh. Very, very harsh. And I'm looking to see if we are live. We're not live on the Facebooks. Are we just on the YouTubes today?
We should be on both.
Oh, okay. Well, let me refresh.
It says we're live on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go to our page. How have you been, my friend? Have you been good to go? Yeah, we are live. Okay.
There you go.
I don't know why I don't get a...
There you go. I'm doing all right after some technical issues over the weekend with the phone and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Getting set up on multi-factor authentication and all that jazz.
Wow.
Back amongst the living. Just... Did you drink? Just bummed about the performance of well, let's face it, Manchester United, the Indiana Fever.
Oh, yeah.
And the Cincinnati Reds.
Here's the thing. Out of those three, let's be honest. Let's just talk a little bit about it. Out of those three, I'm most proud of the Fever. When you have your two stars that are out and you make it to the second round, you can't ask for more than that.
I don't really, I'm sad for them. It was going to be an unprecedented
absolutely.
run. We had a very Hoosiers vibe to it.
Mm-hmm. There we are.
But it should give a lot of hope to the fan base that, missing so many players and making this kind of run that, if we can figure out how to incorporate Caitlin back into this offense and Sophie and the other players that have been out and maximize what we can truly do. I hesitate to invoke the Ewing theory that,
Patrick Ewing.
The addition by subtraction, you take away your team's best player, and then the team itself actually plays a little bit better. I think we saw some of that, but it was by necessity because obviously what Caitlin Clark can do, not many players can.
Exactly.
And I think the struggle that we'd seen early in this season was how to maximize what she can do without becoming over-reliant on it. So that'll be the goal in the off season, is to get her and the rest of the players healthy and ready to integrate. And I think, let's face it, if we can figure out how to do this and bring in, a couple other missing pieces of the puzzle, this should be, a dynasty. Whether that's multiple titles in the next decade, at least a couple, you would think, with the best player. And that's what I'm going to say it right now. Caitlin Clark is the best player in the league when healthy.
I would agree.
Asia's great.
Absolutely.
But I think Caitlin brings a whole different perspective.
It is different, right? It's just totally different. And I think with the Fever, what the interesting thing is that you saw a group of women come together and play as a team and advance to the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm like, that
absolutely.
says something. So we've got the base, we've got the foundation of this team, and now if we can just get our star players healthy and ready to go next season, you're right. I don't see why sky's not the limit. But
Agreed.
This is the Red and the Blue Soccer Chat for a reason, guys. It's not the Indiana Fever, although we can talk Fever stuff, but. I'm willing to take the first bullet, my friend. So let's go ahead and just. Yeah, and that's all I'm playing of that because I'm already dead. Let's just put it that way. Oh God. Benfica yesterday 1-0. The only score we had was an own goal.
Well, I know you kind of want to mitigate that, and I think there is something to be said about that. But the play was nice. Garnacho came up, was active, got to the byline, heavy cut back. I can remember a time when I believe it was in 2009. Yes, aging myself here, but 2009, I believe it was. Man U's attack was so strong that our third leading goal scorer, I believe it was OG.
What?
Meaning that we were getting in behind teams so often.
Oh, my.
That their retreating defenders
Okay.
were scoring on themselves. And I think that's what you saw. Now, the other side of that coin is that outside of that, as that game went on, it really seemed a lot more likely that Benfica was going to figure out a way to tie it up. And it would have been a nice story for Jose.
Sure.
I think the reality is the man is inextricably linked with that club.
Yes.
And as much as he maybe sometimes, throws a strop and all that, that's his club. That's his club.
This is, outside of that play, this is exactly what I saw and heard from Chelsea.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I
think your comment a couple weeks ago, before the United match, about this is going to determine which direction they're going.
Yeah.
The nice thing is you've got a good squad. There's a very, very good team and a lot of solid players in there. So even when things aren't going great, they can maybe figure out a result. The problem I see right now is twofold. There's a lot of youth.
Sure.
And Maresca is still trying to figure out what the best formation is.
You're taking the words out of my mouth, man. Yep.
But there's some disciplinary issues going on
here.
There was absolutely no reason for that red card yesterday. Was that João Pedro?
It was, yeah. And I'm like, what are you doing? Here's the thing.
Yeah, João Pedro in the
96th minute, dude. 96th minute. My thing is this, is that this team is, you hit the nail on the head, and I won't belabor it, but I was going to say this team has no discipline whenever it comes to things getting adverse. When there are situations that this team goes up against, it's like, oh my gosh, there's a foul. I mean, even something as simple as a foul or a yellow card, it seems to shake these guys.
Yeah, really.
Let alone taking one guy off the field. Any normal, I'm saying it. I'm going to say it. And hey, I don't care if you're in the Premier League. Any normal Premier League team, with the exception of those that are absolutely going to be relegated, any normal Premier League team still has the ability to score on you with 10 guys.
Yeah.
Maresca, from his decision, starting from the Man U game all the way till yesterday, his decisions say to me that I don't have the confidence that we can score with 10 guys on the field. I think that we need to turtle back, which does not work in the Premier League. I'm sorry. People will pick you apart. If it's not Bournemouth, it'll be whoever's down at the bottom of the table. They will still pick you apart if you try and turtle back. And it's like, have you not learned this yet? And the disciplinary issues about our guys, it's not the fact that they're going clubbing at night. It's not the fact that they're, doing stupid shit while they're not on the field. Dude, you got to clean up your play when you're on the field, and you have to control yourself emotionally. Well, that fight at the end of the one right after
Lincoln City, Brighton and Hove, Hove.
Brighton, the Brighton match. The fight that was in, I'm like, dude, why are you fighting? They are taking it to us. You guys are playing like literally you have no pride. You have no pride in the patch that you're wearing. And that, to me, signified that Maresca is not disciplining these guys. And I don't mean punishing them, but getting them disciplined to play in this league together.
So, red card early against United, and I don't really blame the goalie for that when he had to make a decision.
Had to do something.
I think he actually did well to get outside the 18 and not give a penalty. Beat Lincoln City 2-1, but let's face it, that wasn't convincing.
No.
Another red card against Brighton and Hove, and another red card against Benfica.
Yeah.
And Maresca saying no concerns over Chelsea's recent red cards.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry.
I gotta say this has been a problem, and it's been a problem for a while. And an issue I really look at is I like Reece James. I really, really do. And if he hadn't have had the injuries that he's had so far in his career, I think we'd be talking about this guy in a different way. But he is ill-disciplined, and he's a captain. I've watched him get red cards for no reason late in games.
Yes.
So when that's the example that is being set, the young guys don't feel a need to raise their maturity level. And look, I'm not blaming it on Reece James. I'm saying I think it's a problem that needs to be addressed, and Maresca publicly saying, okay, there's no concerns over Chelsea's recent red cards. He better be in the locker room saying, guys, there's a real problem with red cards. Right?
And what I'm going to do is I'm going 50-50 on your comment, because 50% I agree with, 50% I want to push back, because at least on this game, at least on this match that we're talking about, the Brighton and Hove match, he was one of two players, Reece James and Caicedo, one of two players that actually played decent that match.
Agreed. Agreed. No. I think Caicedo has actually demonstrated.
Oh, my God.
Caicedo and Fernandez have really been able to step up without Cole Palmer, and we can kind of talk about a juxtaposition here in a little bit.
Right,
but go ahead.
But even with Enzo, they take turns being captain, and it's I don't like that. I don't like that. I want Reece James as our captain. Nothing against Enzo Fernandez, but I want Reece James because he's been there since he's been there during the Abramovich years. He knows what Chelsea can be like. He can help establish that. And maybe you're right. This is the 50% that I agree with you. Maybe Reece James needs to grow up a little bit.
I think that's the case.
Maybe he needs to mature even more. Not so much in his play, because the guy can play. He
could watch his sister, although she's a little bit of a hothead too when she stomped on somebody during the World Cup. So maybe it's a family trait. Who knows?
So I say all that to say this. Chelsea fans, normally I would say it's not time to press the red button yet. No. It's time to press the red button, because I'm telling you, this next match against Liverpool, if we do not compete, if we are not able to rise to the occasion, when somebody, I don't care who it is, like I said, it could be Crystal Palace, it could be whoever, it could be Wolves, it could be Liverpool. When you come to the bridge, you had better be ready to come and play. People have been ready to come and play. We haven't. We haven't been ready to play, and this is the proof in the pudding. You can't keep 11 guys on the field because some stupid shit like this. Come on, guys. So yes, Chelsea fans, I am pushing the red button for the first time this season, and we're not that far into the season, but yes, I'm pushing the button because this team has gone from second to 8th. We have 8 points. 8 points. And this is the time of year where if you let things slide too much, you can't catch up.
No.
You can't. And so that's all I have to say about Chelsea. Chelsea is in a free fall, in my opinion. They're in a free fall, and it is up to two people, Enzo Maresca, and it is also up to Reece James to grow up, be a captain, grab these guys by the collar and say, look, this right here, right there, that's why you play. And this is what we need to do. That is my assessment of it. I am frustrated, and I am angry at this team right now.
At 12:30 local time, our time.
Yep.
On Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
A top of the table yet kind of struggling, lost 2 games in a row now. Liverpool rocks up to Stamford Bridge.
Yes.
Prediction.
My prediction, okay, I want to be hopeful, and I'm going to continue to be a fan. Guys, seriously, continue to be fans. We can be critical, but continue to be fans. I hope to see a 2-2 draw. I want to see us score. I want to see us score really nice goals. I'm going to give Liverpool their goals. It would be remiss of me to say that, oh, yeah, they're not going to score. I think Salah gets a goal. I think that we give up a stupid goal like we have been giving up. But I think and I hope that we score 2 really good goals. I'd like to see a goal from Palmer if he's able to play.
He's out.
That's right.
He's out for 3 weeks.
Dang, he's 3 weeks. I'd like to see a goal from João Pedro. And
he's out.
That's right. Dang, the red cards, guys. The freaking red cards.
This is my point.
This is the
thing. Knock-on effect of this.
Guys, this is
absurd.
Not going to be good. This is not going to be good. And the fact is that the 2-2, I'm like, that is probably as positive I can be. This very well could be a 5-1 slaughter. This could be a slaughter because we don't have anybody, unless Tyreek George has the match of his life.
He has yet to show me much of anything.
You know,
he's the second coming of Nico Jackson.
Is Giddens going to actually do something? I'm like, what's happening here? So I think that if Enzo Fernandez, if he can continue his solid play in midfield and get forward, he might score 1. I don't know where the other one's going to come from. I just don't. I don't. But my best, most positive prediction is 2-2. In reality, like I said, it'll probably be 4-5-1.
I'm calling it 3-1.
Yeah.
I think it's 3-1. I think Liverpool will have a point to prove. I think Slot's going to be really upset about what has gone on
absolutely.
in the last couple of games.
And we're going to be the redheaded stepchildren.
Yeah.
Oh.
And at this time, it is halftime. So if you are watching the crawl, you will see that Aaron needs a second to get to it. We will be open.
Oh, here you go. I got you.
Chatham Tap will be open at 7:30 a.m. on Saturday with breakfast starting at 9 and open at 9 on Sunday with breakfast right away. Breakfast will run until 2 p.m. Enjoy the breakfast pizza. I had the breakfast poutine. It's yummy. It's potatoes. It's gravy. It's cheese.
Yes.
I highly recommend adding
so
a little bit of hot sauce if you like it that way. Mm-hmm. I got hot sauce in my bag.
Bacon
swag.
crumbles?
Bacon crumbles. Who says no to bacon? So yet again, thank you to the lovely people at Chatham Tap for letting us host and come in. United fans will be here early.
Chelsea
Arsenal
fans will be here middle of the day.
Be here. We can ignore that. And then Chelsea fans will be here as well for 12:30.
Yes.
So, as always, thank you. Go
Reds.
Go Reds.
Go Reds.
Go Reds.
Go Reds.
All Reds.
Hey, my Guardians got a win today, man. I was very happy to see that. They came back and said,
the river's not on fire, and the Guardians won.
Well, I don't know. We're starting Dylan Gabriel this weekend, so hey, we'll see what happens.
Who knows?
Guys, listen. Let's share in the despair, shall we? Yeah, you can choose whichever one you want, my friend. Oh, it was there.
I know.
Oh no! Oh, you're not going to.
Here's what Manchester United is right now.
Oh no!
We're a laughingstock.
Oh man!
We are the butt of every joke, and we deserve to be. And here's the evidence I have for that. Not just a absolutely limp performance away to a Brentford squad that is decent.
They could be got after, though. They could. And you're right.
But for those saying, oh, we were 2-0 down, and Bruno, if he hits the penalty and they give the red card, then United get back in the match. Why were we 2-0 down to Brentford? Okay? But even more than that, for those who've been paying attention, Marcus Rashford kicked ass for Barcelona today. Rasmus Højlund scored 2 goals for Napoli today. Antony played his ass off for Betis, I believe, last week in the Champions League or Europa League or whoever the hell they played against.
Yeah.
So my point is, Wait, and also, wasn't Scott McTominay the best player in the Italian league last year?
Yeah.
What is going on behind the scenes? This is more than Amram, who, by the way, sorry, I have lost faith.
Oh, don't.
I
had that question for you.
I see no progress
Okay.
in any aspect of our play.
Okay.
In any aspect of our play, I do not have any faith in him. That said, what's going on at Manchester United is larger than any manager. Because how many guys have we gone through, and we've watched multiple people come through and suddenly just don't know how to play soccer and then go elsewhere and are studs? I mean, everybody shit on Anthony for a couple seasons at United.
Sure,
And you know what?
sure.
He didn't. He
deserved some of it.
He did not do what he needed to do.
Yeah.
The second he is allowed to play for another club that apparently doesn't have the issues that Manchester United have, he's bet as his best player. They think he's a hero. They're going to put his name in the stands already.
Yeah.
Okay? Rasmus Højlund, everybody was giving him shit, and now he's scoring at will because Kevin De Bruyne and Scott McTominay are serving him.
Yeah.
Maybe we just needed to get the guy the goddamn ball.
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford destroyed PSG's defense today with a run and set up the first goal. They ended up losing, but I don't think he's the one giving up goals.
He played well.
So what is going on between the walls at Manchester United that this is beyond the manager. This is beyond all this. There's a rot going on at this club, and as much as I want to be optimistic and be a fan, I have got to call it out when I see it, and no, this isn't working. And so is it Amram? Is it ownership? I don't know what's going on, but it's more than just, hey, guys, go play soccer.
So the question I was going to ask and just start out with, you've kind of already answered. I just want to see what you think. I was going to ask you about, not about the performance, but just about the culture of the team right now.
There is no culture.
That's what okay.
None.
Okay. What is the difference between the culture, when Man U was in their heyday and the culture now? What has changed?
Well, you had a singular figurehead that was given a wide berth, right? Fergie got there. It was a struggle for a couple seasons, but once he got it right, they just got out of his way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not there. I can't say this is exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's obvious that something is wrong, and a new ownership group with their influence over the sporting side of things has not helped.
Yeah.
Right? Ineos has not done things. I mean, but we can complain about Amram all we want, but I mean, Jason Wilcox, Omar Barada, these are the guys making these decisions. When did they get their feet held to the fire?
Yeah.
When do we get rid of the damn Glazers?
Yes.
What I mean, I'm beyond frustrated right now to witness what has historically been one of the greatest sporting franchises in the world be reduced to a laughing stock.
Yeah.
And I watch our Facebook group, and I love these guys. They're super supporters, but all we can do right now is post videos of 25, 30 years ago to make ourselves feel good about what this club used to be, and that's frustrating. I don't know how to get back to it. I can't say that if you put me in this job tomorrow, I'd be able to solve it, because clearly it's massive. It's huge.
Yeah.
But if this isn't the focus of every person in this organization, then this is going to continue for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, man. You said something that I forgot to bring up when I was talking about Chelsea. Whenever you get 10 men on the field, the time where we had, Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba, and we had, all those guys that just, John Terry, those guys. If we got down to 10 men, you still had a squad. You still had people that could play together, that could score. And to have those type of guys. Now, I get it. It's generational talent, right? I mean, I'm not saying that somebody needs to step up and be another Drogba. Somebody needs to step up and be another Lampard. You can't get that. But
it needs to stop being about trying to be the next Wayne Rooney or this older version. This is a new team. This is a new era.
Yes. You need to develop your own swag.
Be the next badass.
Yes.
Don't just be somebody else.
Exactly. And that, my friends, is the lament that is the Chelsea and the Manchester United spot
Yep.
in our show tonight. But we have moved on, and we are going to move on to, I don't know if it's a little more encouraging, but... All right. Well, our under 20s are good.
Well, and that's what I wanted to spotlight. I really don't know many players on this team. And again, our first game was against New Caledonia. But I will say, Kramaski.
There she is again.
Kramaski is on the U20 team, and he scored a hat trick for the US U20s against New Caledonia.
Good friend of the pod.
Good friend of the pod. Shelby is rubbing one out to Benjamin Kramaski.
We have.
She's doing the flash dance, and the water is not coming from the sky. I can tell you that.
That has escalated. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like.
Tommy doesn't listen to our podcast.
I know.
Tommy's not listening.
Yeah.
He's an Inter Miami fan. Yeah. So
he's good.
We're good.
He's good. Yeah,
We're good.
Yes.
We're good.
You're good.
Yeah, good.
That's awesome. God, yeah.
But
no,
yes,
the
U20s look good.
They
I
look great,
believe they've got France tomorrow. That's going to be an interesting test.
Okay.
And then they play again on Sunday against South Africa. South Africa.
I think that, here's the thing that I'm enjoying. Like, I literally, I just started watching it a couple of days
it's
ago.
On Fox Sports, too.
I know.
It's watchable.
And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. We actually look like a squad. Now, obviously, once again,
U20 level.
Caledonia. Okay, that's fine. Tomorrow's going to be a really
France is
interesting
be a test,
match to
see.
Sure. How do we hold up against France? I mean, it's fucking France, right? And so I think that the U.S. have put themselves in a good position. I think we have good talent. I think that now we just need to figure out how to nurture that
France
talent.
only beat South Africa 1-0.
Okay, well, you see, I'm just saying, I'm not saying anything as far as, predicting or whatever. I think the U.S. makes a good run in this.
I can see that.
Yeah.
We've got actual U.S. men's national team games coming up. Oh, there it is. There's my documentum. The U.S. has multiple upcoming friendlies with Ecuador, Australia, Paraguay, and Uruguay later this month. And the U.S. women's national team has 2 upcoming matches with Portugal before New Zealand later this month.
So here's what I have to say about the men's team. Women's team, I'm like, I think they'll probably cruise.
They're
be fine.
quite good.
Yeah, they're quite good. The men's team, if we do not go 3-1, and the one is probably going to be Uruguay.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
If they don't go 3-1,
we have issues.
We have some issues.
Depends on who gets called in, too, though. I'm disappointed that Pac has not figured out his best 15 just yet. I understand a few stragglers and guys that have made a name for themselves, Diego Luna and Taylor Tessman, showing out. But if you don't know the first 11 with less than 8 months to go before the World Cup, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Barring injuries, if you don't know your best 11 this close to the World Cup, we got a problem.
Yes, absolutely. But that's kind of the rundown of the U.S. teams, guys. That's what we got,
USA.
USA. So now, ladies and gentlemen, what we've done is we've come to the part of the show that is called the Hey Aaron segment. And I am going to let you wax eloquently on this topic. Sitting with Rob, good friend of the pod there. Rob, and we had a discussion, and it was a very interesting discussion. It inspired me because he's like, why don't you ask him this? You see a couple,
yes,
okay, at the Euros or World Cup with their newborn baby or 1 or 2 year old child that they bring to the World Cup or the Euros.
Yeah, don't do that.
Does that bother you? Because what we did, we started talking about Disney, and it's like, dude, why do you take a 2 or 3 year old to Disney? It's about you. At that point, it's about you because they're not going to remember. They're not going to remember
Right.
it. So I wanted to transfer that over to the footy football world. What would you think? What do you think about parents who bring their 1, 2, 3-year-olds to a World Cup match or to a Euros match?
Yeah, I mean, it's more about you getting to say, you know, I took my kid to a World Cup match, and I guess to a certain extent, by extension, they get to say, oh, well, my first World Cup match was I was 1 year old and 1 year old, and you know, it was England, France, or whatever, and I have absolutely no recollection, and apparently I pooped twice.
I've got more layers to this question too. So
I don't see the point in it. I mean, I don't think you're really out anything because I don't know if you have to buy a ticket for the kid or not, which would seem pretty ridiculous to spend hundreds of dollars on a ticket. I mean, you know, the babysitter's cheaper. I'm not mad that you brought the kid, but it's going to be loud. You're going to have to put headphones on the kid. You're going to have to do all that jazz. I mean, this isn't something I'm going to have a strong opinion about, but I would be like, can grandpa and grandma not look after the kid for a couple hours? Like,
okay,
I don't know. Maybe that's privilege. I don't know.
Same couple bringing the same kids to a brewery in the United States.
Well, you can't.
I mean,
and no, I actually think I have a stronger stance on that because, I mean, one,
that's a good point. You can't.
Why?
You can't, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, at least not in Indiana.
I've not snuck any of my.
Welcome to Indiana, where it's always 1954.
There you go.
In pretty much every aspect of what that means.
Okay.
But yeah, no, don't do that. I mean, why? Why would you want to have to be holding a kid while you're having drinks? Also, did you Uber here? Because now I'm going to side-eye you that you got your kids in the car with you. I mean, if you want to make bad decisions for you and your spouse, that's one thing. You guys entered into agreement, but child doesn't have anything on it. So, yeah, I'm not a fan. And also, I'm an adult in an adult situation.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your kids scream. You know, and there's people screaming all at a football match. I don't care about that. Your crying baby's no louder than the drunk lout behind me.
True.
Or the Arsenal fans complaining about their hangnail from the referee. Yeah. If you haven't caught on, we aren't huge fans. And you know what?
And the drunk crowd aren't either.
I think Arsenal, the team, they're very, very good. They have tremendous players. Yeah, but they are a reflection of their manager, who is...
Uh-oh. Here it comes. Here it comes.
For those of you who are listening and not watching, that was Stankface.
Okay, so the final part of this question, and this is a more you know, I don't know, reminiscent you know, type of.
Yes.
Your favorite experience as a kid that you can remember going to whatever game with your parents, man, or with one of your parents, or it doesn't have to be as a kid. Just your favorite experience going to a game with your parents.
For the record, I just changed our names so that Evan's name and his affiliation is actually under him. I mirrored the video a little while ago.
You're like, wait,
like,
what's going on here? What's going on? Yeah.
Gosh. Best memory of a game with my parents.
Yes.
I'm going to say... when I was a young kid, we went and watched an IU soccer game.
Oh, wow.
And at the time, the NCAA did not conform to the rules that FIFA puts forth. And they kind of always have been an outlier.
Just kind of done their own thing.
But if my memory serves me, and again, I was a young kid, but they didn't play overtime the way we do now and then go to penalty kicks.
Okay.
I want to say this game had like 8 overtimes. In a game that started at like 7 or 8 o'clock.
Oh, my God.
Ended at like 2 in the morning.
Wow.
But I remember we stayed for the whole damn thing.
Wow.
Now, I hope I'm not completely making some bullshit up, but I do seem to. I have this memory. I've gone to some good Reds games with my parents. Took in some Indy 11 games, and then I think because that was some of the more recent stuff, that was good. I see photos pop up of my parents, and I'm like, thanks, Facebook. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't get to see them anymore, so it's a nice thing. But yeah, I think probably because that was a just unique situation that's not something that you would encounter, which pros and cons to that. I mean, like, there's a part of me that's like, hey, play the game until there's a winner. Don't do this penalty kick bullshit. Think about it if after 2 overtimes, IU's playing at Ohio State in a basketball game, and they go, bring out your 2 best free throw shooters. Best of 10. You'd be like, well, that's not a reflection of the game.
No.
That doesn't have anything to do with it. So PKs are a less than refined way of deciding it. Sure. But the alternative is that you play 8 hours of soccer and, unless
you start calling people out of the crowd.
Well, guys are going to get hurt.
Yeah.
You're going to have overuse injuries left and right.
Absolutely.
Those guys, the next game they play is going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Also, left foot completely asleep.
Oh, there you go.
You need to stretch that out. I would say that. Did go to a World Cup match. Well, you know what? This just clicked in.
Okay.
And it's not because of the match itself, because the match itself was okay. But my family drove to Detroit, Michigan to watch the United States play Switzerland in the 1994 World Cup at the Pontiac Silverdome.
Oh, my.
But it was June 18th, 1994. We were in a minivan driving north, and we were about an hour outside Detroit, and a semi-trailer on an overpass had fallen onto the highway that we were driving on and blocked both directions of travel.
Yeah.
To the point that people got out, like, stopped their cars. Like, this is going to be hours before this gets taken care of.
Sure.
So we stopped our cars, opened the door. We got a minivan. We're making friends with people on the highway.
Yeah.
But we have a little tiny TV that you plug into the cigarette lighter. And for those who are just catching on, June 18th, 1994, saw a certain Hall of Fame running back
in a white
Bronco fleeing from the LAPD. So we had like 30 people huddled in a circle around our Plymouth Voyager.
Oh my God.
Watching a like 8-inch black and white TV screen of OJ driving, Al Cowlings, driving 30 miles an hour leading a police chase. Man. Then we got to the Pontiac Silverdome for the game and couldn't find a place to park, so I got out and walked until I found a place that they could park at, and then waved them down and just stood there, daring people to park on top of me before my dad could bring the car around.
I don't think so.
Then the United States tied the game 1-1. What I do recall is, tons of awesome Mexican fans behind us because they were playing there either the same day or the next day. They were loving it. They were loving me and my brother.
Awesome.
And then the Swiss fans had these massive cowbells. I'm talking like feet.
Oh my God.
And they were leaning over the rails, swinging them back and forth. So there was a cacophony of cowbell going. Cowbell. Need more cowbell. So I would, you know what? I'm gonna reevaluate and say that's the standout game. My whole family there to watch a soccer match. If I remember correctly, Eric Winalda scored a free kick goal from just outside the 18 that hit the crossbar and tucked in.
Okay.
And it was a 1-1 draw.
Wow. That was awesome. I love going down memory lane with you.
It is nice,
That's really
man.
cool. It's really cool.
Good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our show, and at the end of our show is probably my favorite segment, and that is just Aaron's final thoughts. Guys, listen, thank you for watching. it doesn't matter if you are a United fan or you're a Chelsea fan. Just be a fan. I know it's
Be a
hard right
fan,
now.
folks.
It is so hard right now. But guys, listen. Tomorrow is going to come, and it's going to be okay, and we'll be fine. As long as we choose not to live in an authoritarian dictatorship. Anyway.
Might not
Did
be a
I
choice
step
in the
on your?
matter.
I don't know. Did I step on your toes for your final thought? Okay, so guys, listen. We're going to Aaron's final thoughts. My man, what have you got for us?
Woof, it's been a rough one. It's been a rough one for the last couple of days. But all is not lost. The courts do seem to be helping out.
Okay.
What I will say is this. Continue to be the person and the patriot and the citizen that you think you should and need to be. Do not cower in the face of these clownish antics. We will regain proper control of this country. If you're in Portland and listening to this, be smart. Look after yourselves.
Yep, we love you.
Don't instigate. But the reality is, if this republic will stand, it will stand up in the face of this. Mm-hmm. And it's not about chest beating. It's not about trying to be superior. It's about honoring the values and the core of the institutions that we created to make this country the great experiment.
Yes.
And we're on a precipice. There is no question. But if we stick together and we say this will not stand, then Kankle in Chief is not going to be able to keep pushing these boundaries. And, for a weekend news, not even anchor, I wouldn't even call it news, a weekend talk show host to lecture
Oh, man.
the absolutely strong and proven men and women of our U.S. military is an insult, and I believe they took it that way, and they will be professional because that's what they do.
That's what they do.
And we'll follow suit. We'll continue to be quote-unquote professional in our approach, and we will prevail. We love you. We support you. Evan?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why he's my best friend, because he does shit like that. Guys, listen, we love you. Please be sure to take care of yourselves.
Definitely.
Take care of yourselves. And always remember, #BlackPeopleVote.
#SayGay.
Peace. We love you guys.
Deuces.